Memory is a activity that takes place in the higher intellect of an individual. Knowingly or unknowingly, higher aspect of his intellect or buddhi is involved in memorizing the things. So definitely it is connected to the higher plane of mind, which is responsible for memorizing things. So to improve the memory, you need to ensure that the mind is properly utilized. Mind is not abused. Mind is kept in a very comfortable status. If mind is to be kept in a comfortable state, healthy state, basically you need to ensure that the body is kept in a healthy state. So minimum requirements of creating a better memory is to create a healthy status as much as possible, and it can have a direct impact on the mind in creating a pleasant, healthy status. So, healthy status of the body is connected to the normal food habits, activities, digestive process, bowel movements, your sleep. These kind of normal physiological activities are conducted very smoothly. It ensures that your body is kept comparatively in a healthy state. This healthy status ensures that your mind is not kept in a disturbed status. So basic comfort level is created from the healthy body to the healthy mind. From the healthy pleasant mind, conscious effort has to be there to ensure that you are continuing with the healthy status of the mind, pleasant status of the mind. That comes from the knowledge of what is your mind, how is it functioning, how far you are comfortable with the thought process you are initiating. Everything is initiated by the individual itself. So normally, your mind should not be disturbed with the thought process you are initiating. So if at all you get disturbed often, you need to make a corrective process to your thought process to ensure that you don't feel disturbed with your own thought process. This is the way we try to understand what is our own mind, how it is functioning, how it can be kept in a comparatively pleasant, healthy status. If healthy status or the relaxed status is gradually maintained, you ensure that you tend to remain in the intellectual plane of the mind, which is otherwise known as the sattvic state. Intellectual plane of mind, everybody is having. Even then, a conscious effort to remain in the intellectual plane ensures that your highest activities like this memory or intellect as such is normally maintained. So this is a requirement of a normal healthy individual to see that you remain in the intellectual plane consciously. Your intellect or buddhi is invoked in a proper form, and you can have the memory as a normal or a better status. This can go down in certain diseases, especially when the body is gradually getting weaker and the deepest part of the body is weakened, or rather the nervous system of the body is weakened due to various factors involving the body or even the mind. It can create some difficulty in ensuring these normal memories. So memory can be affected in physical diseases. For example, this epilepsy kind of diseases, on an acute state, the memory is completely lost. Certain nervous disorders of this brain, a gradual loss of memory is also resulted when the brain cells are slowly weaken and normal activities of this highest intellect is totally disturbed. In such conditions, wherever the physical plane is responsible for disturbed status of the mind, and subsequently the intellectual plane is not properly functioning, the physical plane has to be addressed properly to regain the memory. Especially if it is done in the initial stages, it can be regained, and same dysfunction can be there without having an impact on the physical plane. Through the mental plane itself, you can have a disturbed status for the intellectual plane. Rather, you go more with the lower planes of the mind, and if you are not trying to remain in the intellectual plane, if you are not trying to understand what is a normalcy of your mind, if you have not experienced what is a comfortable status to the mind, your effort to remain in the intellectual plane will not be successful. Such people also gradually we can have a dysfunctions to the mind where the memory can be gradually disturbed. So generally in old way of learning process, to have a better capacity of memory, olden days all these shastras were taught in the form of poetry, slogas, where you tend to recite these things. All intellectual works, not only shastras, all intellectual works in India are usually written in poetry, where a rhythmic form is ensured, and the way you recite it continuously ensures that it is registered in the highest intellect. So whatever intellectual subjects are dealt in India in olden days, all those things are in poetry form, where a continuous reciting ensures that your memory is sharpened and you can register all those knowledge process in a better way. You can record it in a better way. As and when required, you can just take it out also to the usual way. So these kind of activities of by hearting things, wherever this process is there, for example, music is another where you need to by heart. Repeatedly, you are reciting things to ensure that you are by hearting, whether it is a music, whether it is a knowledge, whether it is a shastra. You ensure that you by heart it, you have registered it in the memory, and you can take it out as and when needed. So that old way of learning process itself is to sharpen your highest intellect, where memory is normally kept in a healthier position. Otherwise, to improve memory, you need to ensure that your physical body is very much strengthened to the core. Then your mental plane is also kept in a very comfortable way, so that you are convinced about the intellectual status of an individual and its comfort zone you can enjoy as and when you enter the intellectual plane. Through these two processes, you ensure that your memory or your highest activity of the mind is improvised.